The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now we're looking at 3rd down. Here's Dobbins. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
21.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now it's Dobbins, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range, but for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Herbert to the air again. That'll be intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. That's caught downfield by Cooper. He may go. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 91 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now a give, but here comes the reverse. Whoa! And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
There's an air of excitement, Mike, anytime they call his number on the ground, and I think we could see why. You just need to catch the defense off guard for a split second, and he'll be through, sprinting downfield before they have any chance to react.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Set.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. That one intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion, Shakir. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Down the left sideline. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Allen. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll run. It's Cook. Good blocking, and he's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Now Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Herbert to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Throwing again, Herbert. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Herbert to the air again. That is caught by Chark. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. That is a big play for LA. And even 30 yards. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. will come back to Cincinnati in a moment. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers are on the board. It's now 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Allen to throw. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Now Allen on first down. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. He's got it. And the Bills will take a 21-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. He'll tuck it and take off. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Open man, it's Davis downfield. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
That's another Chargers first down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ray. Let's go. Home the troops right. Go.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. And that one incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Crowd right.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line.
The Bills take over at first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Five wide. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it's going to be fourth down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
A big play there on fourth down. Good for an even 20. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Alert. We go.
Allen going to throw again. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but The biggest thing, and most fortunately for them,
56,
they find
56.
themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Middle. Monday.
Again, it's Allen to the air. That's caught. It's Amari. And he will go all the way. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will extend this third quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return.
Set. 59, 59. Ready.
On first down, Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On second down, here's Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Set. Set.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off.
That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. A big play for the defense to get on the board. Quarterback trying to keep that play going. Instead, sees it go back the other way.
And the quarterback's doing a nice job of keeping his eyes down the field, but he doesn't sense the pressure. And I think that pressure, Mike, is what caused that errant pass. And not only does it lead to the turnover, but it leads to the pick six.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10.
Set. Baylor tight. Real hot.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Offensive line did their part, but the rush finally gets home and brings them down. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Set. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The ball comes out, and it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Set. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey. 21. Why did
They do go for... Now, problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. What a mistake, Greg. That's the worst place on the field for that to happen. The fumble back in your own danger zone turns it into a disaster zone as the defense gets 6 points.
Yeah, and anytime you attempt to pass out of your own end zone, you're kind of rolling the dice a little bit, but what a great time to bring pressure. If you're the defense there, you know you have them backed up, you know their quarterback's looking to make a play to get out of there, and you dial up pressure at the perfect time, not only to force the fumble, Mike, but you're able to recover it in the end zone for 6.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Run! Hey, ram. Set. Ready!
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. So, a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready!
On play action, now Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at other...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Bills are going to take over just shy of midfield.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
On 1st down, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Half 85, half 85. We go.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. And he will score. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
380. Green hut. Green hut.
Now, Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Herbert. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, easy. OP. 380. Green hut. What is it?
Here's Herbert. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Ready.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And the Bills are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Middle. Off 52. What's that?
On 1st and 10, it's out in trouble, and down he goes. So, 3 quarters now in.
Hey, home. Regular. 5 wide. What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And the Bills first down.
Alert!
First and 10 at the 34-yard
What's
line.
that?
Now Allen on 1st down. That's caught left side by Cooper. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another Bills.
5 wide.
First and 10
What's that?
at the 12-yard
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Pass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills add on to their already sizable lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Baylor Tiger. Set. Ready.
Herbert now on 1st down. Going for it all. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Now Allen to throw on second down. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And he will score. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Bills. That his second touchdown tonight. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will add one more onto their big lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Baylor Tiger. Set.
Herbert now on first down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Go forward. Set. Go. Set.
Throwing, Herbert. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Again, working deep downfield. That is caught! And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Look out!
They go play action now. Here's Allen. This one, downfield for Kincaid.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
On second down, here is Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. Still going inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Home troops right. Ready. Set.
On first down, Herbert. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Baylor tighter. Set.
Second down.
Let's go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain there of 27 yards.
Right. Set.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Right.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Hey, go lion. Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Middle. What is that?
They'll throw on first down with Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's got room past the 25. And he'll be taken down, but what a connection. All the way up to the 45-yard line.
Alert! Half. Alert! Look out!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
56. Gun. What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Look out!
From the gun, Josh Allen. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a second consecutive time.
Half. Look out!
They're going on fourth down. Allen. That's going to be caught. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on fourth down.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Ready?
Now a play fake. Herbert. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's in. DJ Chark. Touchdown Chargers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Half 85. What's that?
On first down, it's Allen. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Middle.
That's good for the Bills.
Off 52. Regular. What's that?
Here's Allen. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And the Bills are going to be looking at a first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Man in motion, heading left.
What's that?
That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Off 52.
Second and goal.
What's that?
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal.
Hey, home. What's that?
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. Extra point try by Bass. His kick is good. And the Bills stretch things out even further. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
59. Hey, Ram. Set.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hey, Ram. Set.
Herbert to throw on second down. He's going to try it here again. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from Cincinnati.